Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and in today's video you will learn how to get a full coverage base, contour, how to hide dark circles, wing liner, cut crease and much more. So let's get into it. So the first thing we are going to do after moisturizing is apply an orange corrector. This one is from Kryolan, but you can use it from any which brand you like. And I'm going to take it on a brush and apply it on the dark areas of my eyes. You can also do this with your fingers. And I'm going to apply it with a beauty sponge, but you can use your fingers to do this also. Just dabbing it lightly. I'm not dragging the corrector down. Just where I placed the corrector, I'm just dabbing it there. Next, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in 103 and I'm dotting it under my eyes. And I'm going to blend it with a brush. This one is from Morphe. And I'll put all the details of all the products in the description, so don't forget to check that out. And because I've used the orange corrector underneath, it has become really easy to hide the dark circles because it is balancing the skin tone. And can you see the difference? Like, it just instantly hides all the dark circles. You can also do the same process around your mouth if you have hyperpigmentation, or on your forehead. So you can apply the orange corrector and do the same thing and hide the hyperpigmentation. Now I'm going to take the same foundation on a beauty blender and I'm going to apply it all over my face. And this foundation is by far my favorite foundation for oily skin type because it has the right amount of coverage and it is matte and it won't cake up throughout the day. It is great for summers also. So all in all, it's my favorite foundation for an oily skin type. Next, to contour, I am taking the NYX Total Control Drop foundation, and this is a liquid foundation, but there are specific products to contour, but I think they do the same job. Now what I'm doing here is I'm dragging a line from the center or start of my ear towards the end of my lips, and I'm going to blend it upwards. So this is how I'm going to create the lines, and this line is going to be on my jawline, and in the same way I'm going to do on the other side. And I'm also going to do it on my forehead in the same way and on my nose. So basically contouring is done to bring out the features, to create the shadows and to create an illusion that you have a sharp face. So you can do whatever you like with your face. You can make it more smaller, more larger, more longer, more thinner, whatever you can do with proper contouring techniques. So the one which I did under my lip, that one is to create the shadow that I have a bigger lip. So I'm just blending it upwards and I'm blending the jawline concealer downward. And you need to make sure that no lines are seen. You need to blend everything really nicely and everything should come out looking cohesive, and it should not look like you have made any lines on your face, right? You want to blend it in such a way. You want to be patient and keep blending until everything comes together. Now I'm using a concealer. This one is from Oriflame, and you can use any concealer you want. It just has to be 2 shades or 1 shade lighter than your skin tone. So this is to bring out the features of your face, like to highlight the features of your face. So I'm making this line to make my nose look thin, and I'm going to use the concealer under the contour to have an illusion of high cheekbones. So basically contour is just playing with the lights and your shadows to bring out the features of your face. Now I'm going to blend everything in place like we did with the concealer and make everything come together and look cohesive. And now taking a translucent loose powder, this one is also from Kryolan, and I'm going to set my under eyes with that. You want to take a generous amount to set it because we have used a lot of cream products and we don't want it to crease under our eyes. The technique here I'm using is also called as baking, where I'm going to let the powder sit on my skin for about 1 minute to 5 minutes, and after that we are going to lightly dust it off. This is done to set the makeup properly and to make it long lasting. So I kept the powder on for 2 minutes and now I'm just lightly dusting the excess powder off. Now finally coming to the eyes part, I'm just cleaning the edges of the eyebrows. I'm using a concealer as my base for the eye makeup and I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid. Now taking the shade from Morphe 25A palette, and I'm going to create a nice transition shade on my lids. And you want to use a fluffy brush for this and blend the eyeshadow all over the crease. And doing the same thing on the other eye. Now I'm taking a darker brown shade and I'm going to apply it on the crease, like exactly on the crease area. And after that I'm going to take the same fluffy brush and I'm going to blend the eyeshadows properly so that they don't look patchy. Next I'm taking a black eyeshadow on a pencil brush and I'm just going to blend it with a fluffy brush on the outer corner of my eyes. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to blend it there and not going all over the eyelid. I'm going to repeat the same process on the other eye. Now taking this correcting wheel from Cal, I'm going to take the lightest shade and I'm going to create a cut crease on my eyes. So for that I'm taking a flat brush and I'm going to zoom you guys in and I'm going to look up so that I transfer the concealer on my eyes and then I can take it as a guideline and create the whole cut crease around it. And this will also ensure that you don't transfer your concealer after doing your whole eye makeup. And now I'm going to use my finger to blend the concealer and the eyeshadow together. This is one of the most important steps in doing the cut crease so that the concealer and the eyeshadow merges properly. Now we are going to set the concealer in place using a pale nude color, and you can use any nude color which you have, and this will ensure that the concealer does not transfer on your lid area or does not crease up. I'm going to do the same steps on the other eye and connecting it to the lower lash line and connecting the whole eye look together. I'm using the same brown shade using a really small brush. I'm going to blend it on my lower lash line. And now I'm going to take this pink shimmer shade from the same Morphe palette and I'm going to place it on the center of my eyes. This will make sure that the eye look does not look so flat and matte. It will give a nice pop to the eyes. And now I'm taking this L'Oreal Magique eyeliner and I'm going to flick out a stroke towards the end of my eyebrows, and I'm going to make really small and stable strokes. For For a perfect wing liner, you have to practice. Like, practice is the key, because the more you practice, the more your hand will get stable and the more perfection you will get. You can also clean the edges after doing the eyeliner with the same concealer brush that you used to make your crease. This will ensure that your eyeliner looks sharp and it just stands out. And next up, I'm lining my waterline with this NYX white pencil and curling my eyelashes with this Miniso eyelash curler. My lashes are quite flat and straight, so I like to curl them before applying the mascara and applying the false lashes. This mascara which I'm using is from Oriflame. And now coming to the eyelashes part, I am going to measure the eyelashes according to my eyes, and if they are too big, I'll just chop them off from the sides. And you can cut it with any tiny scissors you have. You don't want to cut from the start of the eyelashes, you want to cut from the end. Now what I'm doing is applying the glue onto the eyelashes, and I'm trying to fix it as close to my natural eyelashes as possible. So first you want to place them, and then you will see and adjust according to your eyes. It is a really easy process if you get a hang of it. You want to touch it like this a few times to check if it's fixed properly, and you are done. Now finishing up with the mascara, and your lashes are perfectly done. Now coming to the lips part, I'm going to take a lip pencil. This one is from Oriflame, and I'm going to pinch my lips like that, and I'm going to release them just a little. This will make my natural lip line look more visible to me. Like, this is how I like to do my lips. And starting a little above the natural lip line, I'm going to mix it with the natural lip line towards the end of the lip, like that. And I'm going to do this on the other side also. And now I'm making a Y kind of structure on my lips. This will make my lips look more fuller. So I'm gonna take this as a guideline, and we are going to connect it with the sides of the lip. At any point of time, you don't want to overline the corners of your lip. Like, the corners of your lip stays the same. Now using this liquid lipstick from Matte Me, I'm going to fill in the lips. And you can take any shade you like. I like to take a little lighter shade from the lip liner I took. And now I'm just cleaning the sides of the lips using a concealer and blending it with the base using a beauty blender. And with this, we are done with our full coverage glam look. For some reason, I missed the footage of me applying the blush and the highlighter, which I don't know how, but this is how it turned out to be. I applied the blush on the contour which I applied, and over that I applied the highlighter. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And if you do try this look, don't forget to tag me, and please write in the comments what you would like to see next in this channel. So thank you so much. Bye.